Hey guys, happy Easter and welcome back to another behind the scenes video. I'm Josh and I am a video producer and creator. Hey, so this is behind the scenes on the resurrection scene. So this set was built from multiple pieces of broken cement, and then to join them together to make it look like one rock piece, what we did was we took some mud and then we actually just caked the mud in between the cracks and then brought some of this like cement dust on top of it to make it look like it's one big rock. Today, I'm going to show you some footage from the most important story ever, the real Easter story. Jesus was arrested and brought before Pilate, the Roman governor. Pilate asked, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus replied, "Yes, I am." Then Pilate said, "Do you not hear how many things they are saying about you to get you killed?" But Jesus made no reply, not even a single word, and Pilate was amazed. Now every Passover, Pilate would let one prisoner go free, and the people could decide who it would be. So Pilate gathered a crowd to vote. Which prisoner should I allow to go free? This prisoner Barabbas, or the prisoner Jesus, who is called the Christ? The chief priests and the elders persuaded the crowd to ask for Barabbas. So the people shouted, "Barabbas! We want Barabbas!" Pilate responded, "Then what shall I do with Jesus?" The crowd called out, "Crucify him!" Pilate questioned, "Why? What has he done wrong?" But they shouted even louder, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" So the soldiers took Jesus to the governor's headquarters. They dressed him in a royal robe and twisted together a crown of thorns. They put the crown on Jesus' head and put a reed in his hand. Then, kneeling in front of him, they mocked him, saying, "Hail, King of the Jews!" They spit on Jesus and they beat him up. Then they hung Jesus on a cross and placed a sign over his head that said, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." From noon until 3 o'clock, the whole land was covered with darkness. Those who passed by made fun of Jesus, saying, "He's saved others, but he can't save himself. If he is really the King of Israel, let him come down from the cross. Then we will believe him." The chief priests, scribes, and elders all mocked Jesus. "You said you could destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days. If you are truly the Son of God, save yourself and come down from that cross." At about 3 o'clock, Jesus called out with a loud voice and said, "Eli, Eli lema sabachthani," which means, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Then Jesus cried out one more time and took his last breath. At that moment, the temple curtain was torn in two, from the top to the bottom. And there was a great earthquake. When the centurion and those who were keeping watch over Jesus saw the earthquake and what took place, they were filled with awe, and they said, "Truly, this is the Son of God." Jesus' body was wrapped in clean linen and placed in the tomb. Then a large stone was rolled in front of the tomb. The governor and chief elders knew that Jesus had said he would rise in 3 days, and they wanted to make sure that nobody would steal Jesus' body to pretend like he had risen. So they put guards in front of Jesus' tomb and they sealed it shut. Early on Sunday morning, as the new day was dawning, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went out to visit the tomb. Suddenly, there was a great earthquake. An angel of the Lord came down from heaven, rolled back the stone, and sat on top of it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothes white as snow. The guards were so afraid of him that they fainted. The angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid. I know you are looking for Jesus. He is not here. He is risen, just as he said he would. Come, see the place where he used to lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples that he has risen from the dead, and he is going before you to Galilee. There you will see him." The women left quickly from the tomb with fear and great joy, and they ran to tell the disciples. But suddenly Jesus met them, and he said to them, "Greetings." The women ran to him, fell at his feet, and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see me." In order to make the scene feel real, sometimes as a filmmaker, you have to use creative problem solving. One shot that required a unique solution was for the moment when the Roman soldiers raised the cross. When planning the scene, I decided that I wanted the camera to continually be focused on Jesus' face. To do this, I had to create a custom camera rig that connected the cross and my camera to a clipboard at just the right focal length. That way, when I moved the clipboard, the cross would appear as if it were being raised. So this is what we had to use, and then this is how the final shot looked. Jesus died on the cross to fulfill God's plan to save his people. There is nothing in the world that is greater than this. Well, I gotta go now, but happy Easter, and I'll see you in the next behind the scenes video.